Don't die in retirement before your physical death. I'm sure some of you know people like that, right? You just know. You just know how they're feeling in retirement. They could be friends, they could be family members, they could be acquaintances, they could just be someone you met at the grocery store. First of all, let me give credit to one of my viewers, Ken Pace, for coming up with his title, and I'm fleshing it out for a video. Thanks, Ken. So what I've got for you is 5 examples of what I mean by dying before your physical death and retirement, and also 8 ways you can avoid this. So what am I talking about here? Yeah, pretty morbid title, right? What am I talking about? Here are 5 examples for you. Number 1, they look 10 to 15 years older than they actually are. They could be 55 and they look 70, right? Now, if this is because of a disease, a chronic disease, or something that just cropped up on them, that's different, okay? But these could be people with, just normal people, normal aches and pains, but they look old. They look older before their time. Is that the phrase? They look old before their time. You know people like that. I know people like that. Number 2 out of 5, they're mad at the world. Seems now, well, I don't want to say a lot. I want to say enough. People in retirement are like that, right? Or you could have, even before you retired, you could have been 21, and this could have been your grandfather. Mad at the world. Everything that came up, just right? Yeah, those are people that don't have much to look forward to. Those are people that might not have a lot of things to do in retirement, or they could just have a lot of regrets, but they are definitely dying before their time. Number 3 out of 5, they're depressed. I get this comment a lot, guys. I get it a lot on my channel. I'm so depressed. I have nothing to do in retirement. I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. It comes up a lot. And I have to be honest with you, after the first 6 months of my retirement, which were the honeymoon phase for me, until I got this YouTube channel to keep me preoccupied for a lot of the days, not every day, it usually takes me like about 10 hours a week, 8 to 10 hours a week on my YouTube, and maybe another 1 or 2 for Facebook and Instagram. Those are easy, man. It's just like 30, 45-second clips, boom, they're out. But before I got that, yeah, I was sitting around going, okay, what am I going to do for the next 10, 12 hours today? Most of the time I had things to do, okay? But a lot of the times I still didn't. So people can get depressed if they have nothing to do. So what is the cure for that? Guys, before you retire, a long time before you retire, experiment with things, hobbies, stuff like that. You need to keep yourself occupied, especially if you are a type A personality. Oh man, do you need to keep yourself occupied? Me, not so much. My mornings are usually booked, 9 to say 11, doing errands, getting groceries, doing whatever, maybe filming videos. After that, I'm pretty open and free. That works for me. You got to find out what works for you. Number 4, these could be people going around just saying, oh, my life used to be so good before I was retired, when I was still working. Man, I remember back in 1962. Those were the years. Sorry, guys, I had to jump over to a different location because that wind was picking up. I had to move like about 10 yards to the, where am I? East. So let's continue with number 4. Man, my life used to be good. Okay, so make it better now. You've got plenty of time left to make your life as well as you want it to be, as well, as good as you want it to be, right, guys? If you got in that mindset, how do you think you're going to feel? You probably do appear 15 years older than, you are to a lot of people. And my Ravens are looking up there, they're nodding at me. They're saying, yeah, you're right, you're right. Number 5, a fast cognitive decline. I'm sure you guys have seen this in relatives, friends. It could be someone you haven't seen in 6 months. 6 months ago, they were doing pretty well. Now, they're searching for words. They're moving much slower because they're thinking about stuff and having to a fast cognitive decline. That is obviously a way that you can die before your physical death. So guys, I mean, those 5 things right there, that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about dying before your physical death and retirement. So what are 8 ways that we can avoid this? First of all, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a channel for people on moderate income. If that's something you think you might like, think about subscribing and like the video. So 8 ways to avoid this. Number 1, stay curious. If I wasn't in a long-term relationship, I would have moved to Tucson, Arizona. Why? Because the University of Arizona is there. You talk about being able to stay curious in a young environment like that. Oh my God, youthful exuberance, culture all around you. A lot of these places you can take courses for free if you're a senior. Man, I would have gone through like the fall semester curriculum. Okay, I want to take this class and this class and this class. Stay curious, guys. That will keep you young in retirement. Number 2, I thought this was one of the coolest things I'd ever heard of. A couple months ago, I was watching, was it a YouTube video? I think it was. This group of this group of couples, about 4 couples or 5 couples, all seniors, all retired, pooled their money together to buy a plot of land and build 5 separate little houses on that land. I think they were all, on the smaller side, 500 square feet or something. And then they live there. They've lived there for 5 years and they say it's the best thing in the world. You're surrounded by friends. If you want to go away for a while off on your own or with your spouse, go on for like 2-3 day, whatever, week vacation and come back. And you're surrounded by friends. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. Hey, for those of you who have a bunch of couples that are seniors, do it. If I had a lot of couples around here that I knew that were all retired and all willing to do that, I might think about doing that. Number 3, plan trips. Guys, nothing will keep you looking forward to what's coming in the next couple months or weeks or even years is if you can just plan trips at the beginning of that year, right? January, well, we're going to go to Spain in March. We're going to go visit the national parks in July. And then October, we're going to go, I don't know, let's go up to Montana, visit my brother here for like a week or so, just to check out the winter. Whatever it's going to be, you have the whole year to look forward to, right? The whole year to look forward to. So it'll keep you young, guys. It'll keep you youthful. Number 4, exercise consistently. I try and do this. Okay, I'll emphasize try. I'm more consistent now than I was when I was working, obviously, because I have more time. I lift light weights one day, and then the next day I'll do some walking. It's not always like consecutive days, but I try and make it that. Exercise. It can't help keeping you young, right? Your body, your physical body, and that helps up here too, endorphins. Number 5, socialize. Guys, you got to socialize. I am guilty of not doing that as much as I should when I live up here. On my couple weeks of the month I'm up here, I don't socialize as much as I do when I'm down with my girlfriend for a couple weeks a month. Why? Less people up here. I have friends, but also I'm with my girlfriend. Well, she's still working, so let's not say 24/7. Let's say 12/7 a day and then the weekends. But she has a lot of friends, so we see her friends and her family. So I socialize more down there. I got to try and start socializing more while I'm up here. But socialize, guys. Keep those juices flowing. Number 6, exercise your mind. How do you do that? And I just read an article that said it's better to do a variety of things in order for seniors to exercise their mind. You could do crossword puzzles one day. Next day you could read. Next day you could write. Next day you could figure out some problem, some, I don't know, mechanical problem around your house that you've always wanted to fix. If you are constantly challenging your brains with different things, not always the same thing, but different things, you keep it young. You keep it going. So guys, yeah, that's a good one. Exercise your mind. Number 7 of 8, what I've said on this channel a lot. And you know what? Now that the sun has gone down, we never get mosquitoes up here. I think because it's so dry, but I just got bit by a mosquito. The hell out of here, man. Number 7, work part-time or a side hustle. I've said this since I started this channel. Hey, if you need the income, great. But even if you don't need the income, why not? Give it a shot, man. 10, 15 hours a week, whatever it is to you to work part-time. Again, keep yourself moving so you're not sitting around 12 hours a day watching reruns of Gilligan's Island, right? Come on, guys. It's not hard to think of things to do. You just got to do them, right? And number 8, the 8th way to avoid dying before your physical death and retirement, volunteer. I haven't done it yet, but I want to do it. I want to volunteer at an animal shelter. I love animals, always have, always will. You could volunteer anywhere. Yeah, my Ravens, they agreed to that too. You could volunteer in your time anywhere. Now, if you get paid for it, even better. But if not, you're still doing stuff. You're doing a lot of these 8 things I just talked about. You're exercising, you're socializing, you are exercising your mind. Why not, guys? Anything you can do to keep those juices flowing mentally and physically is going to keep you younger. You're not going to die before your physical death, okay? So there you go, guys. Those are ways to keep yourself young, to keep yourself healthy. Hopefully some of those will help you. And as always, from the lovely high desert, we got this.